Hello, YouTube. March 18th, 2020, and just like everybody else, I'm stuck in the house. Now, I'm normally known to be a homebody anyway, but it's like, damn. That's because by choice. I don't like being forced to be stuck in the house. It's like I'm already a lonely bitch as it is. But y'all know, this just threw a monkey in a wrench for my whole year. So for y'all that are new to my channel, I definitely welcome y'all here. It's sad that y'all meet me for the first time on a sad note, but it is what it is. But for y'all who's already familiar with me, y'all know what we've done been through 2019. We thought we was changing the trajectory of the tragedy of Diva Wan's history. It's like I had a seizure on my job, lost that job for 6 months. My aesthetics business was not doing good, was at my rope's end, and then I came across this good job opportunity last minute at the schoolhouse. Got it the day before my birthday. Everything was doing good. I wasn't scheduled to be out of that job until the summertime, and then possibly would have went back in the fall. But now this coronavirus has put us out because we was out for a week for spring break. Then the coronavirus put us out for another week, which is this week right here. And we supposed to be going back this upcoming Monday. But now there has been news that students are evacuating the campus of the university that I worked at. They have to be out by Sunday. So where does that leave the retail workers? Yeah, obviously we going to be out of job, because it's like, if there is no actual students that can even be on the campus, because now they don't move nearly every one of the courses online, so it's not enough people remaining to even justify having all the darn on stores open. It's like the food and stuff, they could just stick with the cafeteria. And even with the cafeteria, I'm sure some of them about to feel the blow, because it's like, well, you don't need as many staff members, you know, that there are in the cafeteria. But we damn sure going to feel it. Like, all of us is darn going to be put on the back burner in my particular restaurant at the college. So what we thought was going to be, okay, spring break, we only going to have a week paycheck, to, oh, we ain't going to have no paycheck for the end of this month, to now it's like, well, shit, we basically about to be let go from our contracts early. Because like I said, when the summertime came, we was going to be all on hiatus anyway, because once again, the students out of school, whatever, we get picked back up on, in the fall. But now with this coronavirus, I'm unsure what's going to happen, because it's like, hell, I can't wait till the damn fall. Now granted, my landlord is very much gracious. Ooh, yeah. Hopefully I don't end up having to sniff my nose, y'all. Y'all know every time I turn this fan on, hopefully my nose don't get to sniffing. But anyways, I don't got to the fall, even with the graciousness of the landlord and her being very understanding. It's like, bills still got to be paid. Now granted that my roommate will be able to take over, but I don't want to hear even any additional complaints, even though we in the midst of a crisis. Now, how does this really affect me as far as seeking something different? Y'all know, with my medical condition, y'all know I got severe Crohn's disease. So obviously I can't even get, it's a health risk for me to even get on the damn bus, because our bus can hold it in an excess of 50 people. And it's like, I'm in a town where the median annual income is $18,000. A lot of people ride the damn bus. Problem with that is, when you have a compromised immune system, and then they say they wiping down the bus every few hours, bullshit. So it's like, yeah, the bus is out of the damn question. Okay, Uber, now you know the damn well the darn on rates are going to be exorbitant. And rightfully so, to a certain extent, because now the Uber people putting their darn on livelihood at risk. They using their personal vehicles, and they don't know where the person that they picking up might have the virus or whatnot. And then they having to see so many people And then it's like with people holding off on Uber, it's that darn on issue right there. Now the cost got to be, increased. So instead of, just taking $3 and riding around on the bus fare all day, I now have to worry about $15 to and from locations. Hell, $30, that's a whole month bus pass right there. But that's a day's darn gone trip just to get to and from certain places in Fayetteville. That's the dilemma that we're in. Also, y'all know I supposed to been house searching, right? Supposed to been on the car search. Obviously, that's not looking good because obviously with everybody being on curfews and, limited exposure to people, that has put a monkey in the wrench in my house searching plans. So now I can't even darn go actively on house search. I'm like, well, goddamn. Damn. So now I just guess I'll be redirecting towards the car instead. There's no way in hell that I can even look towards a house in the next couple months because of this darn coronavirus. I mean, this shit's fucked up. But what's not fucked up is, and I thought I would never say this, we must be in the Twilight Zone. The President of the United States, him. Agent Orange. Same color as this darn shirt, honey. Who is very much misogynistic, very much racist, who very much has allowed Pence's darn homophobia, transphobia, bigotry to seep onto Trump. Because, he wasn't like that all the way until Pence done got some influence over him, honey. But darn Donald Trump, honey, I never thought I'd see this day coming, honey. But I'm starting to believe these 2020 rumors, honey. Y'all know they said the world supposed to be in 2000, shit didn't happen. Oh, we gonna have some issues in 2012, shit didn't happen. Honey, the 2020 though, honey, we have seen some stuff for the history books. We have seen we've seen certain parts of North Carolina be colder than and then Alaska. But then they said we also, with the little bit of snowflakes that we did get, we end up getting more snow than what New York, which is known to get 18 feet of snow. Crazy shit like that. Like, we always used to getting the sprinkles. But the darn gone climate so fucked up that they said the little bit of snow that we did receive in the middle of darn gone February, might I add you, was more than what New York seen all darn gone winter long. Like, really? And then now, this darn gone coronavirus pandemic done broke out. And now, Donald Trump. Now you would think it was get worse, but this is actually surprisingly good. Honey, bad is good and good is bad. Who would have known that this situation would have happened right here? That darn gone, out of all the candidates that we had with promise, that Biden is leading the damn ticket. And then Donald Trump actually ends up meeting with Andrew Yang. Honey, shout out to the Yang gang, bitch, honey. But I did not see this shit happen. Donald Trump has proposed a stimulus package. Now, we knew he was coming to the billionaires and shit to fix. So that wasn't surprised. I said, oh, here you go. He's on his Obama 2.0. Darn on hypocrite at his ugliness, honey. Here you go, darn on talking about bailing out airlines and stuff. What happened to all that money that they had for upcharging people? Darn on book 5 people for the same darn on seat, and then when all 5 people show up, now you want to kick people off. What happened to those baggage fees and all that? You want to bail them out. But honey, darn on Donald Trump said, wait, I got a surprise for you. We also going to give all American citizens a stimulus package. For every individual, I think he said it's going to be to the tune of $4,500 annually, $1,000 a month that he's going to send out. Family, I think they said children, you get an additional $500. So if you got like 3 children, 2 parents in the household, that's $3,500 a month that you got coming in, courtesy of Donald Trump. That's what the proposal is. I now, I we gonna see if it goes through. Now I don't see how in the hell the Democrats can darn gonna deny this. But honey, sure enough, they had a little bit of tidbit to say. I've been looking at the liberal media, and I'm like, now, how in the hell y'all against this shit right here? And this is why I don't fuck with the Bernie camp, because would you believe that the one darn on decent thing that Donald, and once again, I never thought I'd be saying this shit, but Donald Trump, we got to give credit where credit's due, even if it's coming from darn on Agent Orange and his darn on sidekick Lord Voldemort, aka Mike Pence. It's like, bitch, we got to give credit where credit's due. He's actually darn on proposing some money towards people such as myself who is struggling, who cannot even go out and go on a job search because of the fact that we have these curfews. I got a compromised immune system. And then even with my aesthetics business, I done went to 3 different stores today. Couldn't find no gloves. What are y'all doing with gloves? Y'all in the damn house. Why don't y'all just have the regular sink gloves? Why y'all heifers got the darn on disposable gloves? Just don't got no respect for us beauticians. I went to my local Family Dollar thinking that, it's in the hood. These motherfuckers ain't gonna darn get the gloves there. Honey, they done got those gloves. I said, what? Really? Now I understood, salon, us beauticians are still trying to get our money in. So I understood salon central Cosmoprof being low. Understood, Wally World being disarray. But why in the hell? They told me that they should be stocked back up on this, this weekend just in time, for me to go grocery shop. If there is anything, because the grocery was looking a little bit low when I went there today. So it's no telling what Walmart's gonna look like on Ramsey come darn on Sunday. Lord Jesus. But I went to the darn on Family Dollar, right? Darn on Barbara in there. Honey, we both looking darn on stump, honey. They done took the alcohol. they done took the alcohol, and they done took the gloves. So it's like, well, damn, I got to cancel my darn on. And then I know y'all gonna be mad because I finally had a wax model demonstration for y'all coming up, and in addition to a wax client as well. So I had 2 appointments today. Ended up having to cancel because I didn't have because I ain't about to be out here practicing without gloves. And that's a no-no, honey. So had to cancel because I ain't had no damn gloves. Ain't that's about a bitch. So it's like even my darn on freelancing as an esthetician is in jeopardy because of darn on gloves. Y'all are killing me with this bullshit. It's like I just looked at Trey King's show. Somebody got caught in Tennessee, darn on buying up $18,000 worth of darn on sanitizers and Lysols and shit and price gouging and reselling it on Amazon. Now he's forced to give the shit away. Y'all down here in the Ville is darn on took the gloves and shit from us beauticians. So now I'm darn on looking awkward. Hopefully that Walmart got some come darn on Sunday. They said they stocking back up by the time I be there Sunday. Hopefully so. But now side note, I'm wondering, I wanted to tell that barber, but I ain't want to judge. It's like, well, hell, you in the hood, they ain't gonna know. But I'm like, now why is you up in Family Dollar trying to get some alcohol for? Now I understand cutting corners to a certain extent, because technically I was cutting corners trying to get them regular darn on white gloves as opposed to the very sturdy ones, because it really don't matter when you doing waxing. It's like, long as your hands are protected, so you don't necessarily have to get the show enough, strong gloves from the Cosmoprof. So I can afford to cut corners. But what you won't see me do is darn on really cut corners in critical areas. Like when it comes to my sterilization, honey, with me working with the areas that I do, I do Brazilian waxing, anal lightening and all that. I got to have my area sterilized. So I'm not getting my stuff from Family Dollar when it comes to stuff like that. Now as a barber, you supposed to go and have barber side. You know, technically, see, this is why I don't get my hair cut by no barber. This is why I still got all this hair in the back until I find a good cosmetologist to do my hair, because barbers like to cut corners. Because why was you in that store a darn gone bitching about the darn gone alcohol being out, when technically you don't even supposed to be using the alcohol? You ain't supposed to be using you supposed to be using the barber side. The blue, y'all know it's supposed to be a big old thing of blue liquid for y'all that is not familiar with the cosmetology industry, where you put your darn on stuff in there, no electronics, no, you just take the guards and stuff off, the clippers and stuff off, the shaver, you put it in there for a good 15 seconds, honey, it sterilizes everything. That's what you supposed to be having. So I supposed to saw your ass at Cosmoprof. Why am I bumping into you at darn gone Family Dollar? But I ain't going to snitch on what barbershop that is. But see, that's why I don't fuck with darn gone barbers. And also, y'all be just doing that quick white. Technically, every time between clients, those darn gone clippers supposed to be completely sterilized. And the darn gone thing can sterilize it within 15 seconds. I don't know why y'all cutting corners as if y'all got to let the shit. It's like you can dry the thing off. I don't understand when barbers do that mess. Darn go, you see a person get up out the chair and then you just wipe the thing off and you go ain't darn gonna sterilize or nothing. Ooh. That's a whole nother tangent. That's something that I should do on my beauty channel about darn going. Honey, I can do a whole 2-3 videos about darn gone the unsanitary practices of darn gone barbers. Ugh. And then they want to try to recuperate facials and stuff in the darn gone salon. In the darn gone barbershop. And then y'all seen the ones with the, and I know I'm getting sidetracked, but we're going to get back to y'all president. But have y'all seen the barbers also trying to do waxes as well? It's like, motherfucker, stay in your damn lane. But hell, all of us is darn gone out of lane now. We all might be looking at each other from the darn gone unemployment office. So let me not talk too much shit before some of them barbers be looking at me with the side eye when we down at the darn gone employment security commission, or as we say in the hood, the unemployment office. Because every time a bitch go down there, it's never for a darn gone job, because they actually supposed to help you with job placement and shit. But it's like, no, you just down there for the motherfucking check. Because they ain't got no darn on, because of the city we in. So we call it the damn unemployment office, because ain't nobody got employed from that bitch yet. But yeah, let me shut up before they be looking at me be like, I seen that motherfucking YouTube video. Be had the darn old scamp brick. I'm joking but not joking. Y'all know bitch, a bitch from a certain area of the hood, they might really try me, honey. But honey, y'all know I stay ready, so I don't have to get ready. They try a girl if they want to out here. Especially during these hard and darn on tumultuous times. Honey, y'all might see the old Diva Wand. Y'all might see me on World Star, honey, darn on snatch a motherfucker barber darn on down near the darn on employment office. Don't judge me when y'all in y'all house still on quarantine and y'all see me flash up across y'all screen because a barber tried me because I done called them out. Especially one darn gone trying to get regular alcohol when you supposed to be using the darn gone professional grade darn gone sterilizer. To my fellow beauticians that follow me, honey, go ahead and co-sign me because y'all know I'm speaking truth. But let's get back to this darn gone unsuspected truth tea. Honey, Donald Trump, baby. I told y'all we was going to get back on subject in a moment, but Donald Trump has proposed $1,000 a month, which was what Andrew Yang was proposed, except he wanted to do it in perpetuity, where it wasn't for a recession, but just every day, just to help poor people economically, especially black people that are in urban areas that are low income. He even went as far as suggesting $2,000, Andrew Yang, $2,000 a month for very low income, poverty stricken areas. That's not what Donald Trump is doing, so let's not get our hopes up. He ain't miraculously got that archalistic. But what he has done, surprisingly, is propose something temporarily for this hardship. So he's proposing UBI as a temporary to help offset the economy. And I'm finding it surprising that liberals had some issue to say with this. I'm like, well, damn, am I in the Twilight Zone? It's like it was all good and dandy when Andrew Yang proposed it in perpetuity. But now when we actually need the damn shit, even if the shit's temporary, I'm hearing more Democrats complain about it than darn on Republicans. Just because of who the darn on who it's coming from. I said, see, this is why I don't go for that cult-like following on either sides. Honey Bernie game is being shown they hand with us as black folk when they darn on said reparations for us is divisive. But now y'all starting to really see Bernie's camp for who they are. Because it's like, how in the hell y'all are not in agreement with this shit when people are actually suffering where, you know, granted that the lights and shit ain't about to be turned off during these 60 days. But it's like, hell, if you didn't work none of those 60 days, soon as day 61 come up, I bet you darn on PWC going to be like, click. Honey, y'all going to really be doing the flip the switch challenge then. Except, unlike the Instagrammers, honey, that light ain't coming back on. Flip the switch. Psh, psh. Honey, darn on light going to be like this. Gonna be just like this. I ain't gonna come back on or nothing. Y'all be trying to tune in to Diva One, honey darn on Spectrum be like click. And y'all know how Spectrum do. Soon as darn on, it be an off the wall time, but I done gotten used to about what time they do it. It's like it won't be 7. Y'all better get up like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning if y'all done skip down on your cable bill. Because day 61, they'll wait till like around 9:45 to 10:30 in the morning. It'll be always something around there. I guess it's something that manually where they say, okay, we click it off right around this time. It's never, I tell you, it's never before 9:45. 9:45 happens and you still watch me, honey. Next thing you know, that darn gone whole box will click off and you'll see that little red light blinking. And then you try to go to your darn on TV and it gives you that message that to read, you know, this box ain't set. The call Spectrum. You go to the internet and it gives you that disconnection notice. Honey, I've been with them so long that I remember when the Roadrunner, because y'all know it used to be 6 different companies. So I remember when Roadrunner, the little bird used to pop up. Now it be the darn on Charter Communications pop up because you know all of them all under the same umbrella. You know all of them fall under Charter. You know Spectrum, Time Warner, Roadrunner, all of them are bundled up together. So hell, they done took away the darn on Bird. Hell, poor Bird don't even got no darn on money anymore. We don't see no more of the darn on Bird on Boomerang, and then this little darn on TV gig with Spectrum. Honey, they done tossed him out the darn on way. Hell, so hard out here. Has anybody darn on checked on what the Bird is darn on doing? Hell, we don't even see Geico no more. Y'all notice how they done kick? I know this is it's the marketer in me being funny. Because hell, we got time today. We ain't got nowhere else to go. But have y'all not noticed it's been so hard out here that even the darn on TV sports animals have been feeling it? It's like, damn, they got rid of the Bird. I know the damn wolf ain't caught up with that darn on ostrich yet. But the darn on Bird's going to be on the unemployment line too. And then it's like they don't replace Geico, the little darn on lizard with darn on. I mean, the badgers were always there for some time, but it's like they done added several more different darn on characters there. So it's like darn gone, even Geico, the Geico lizard darn gone ain't seeing his checks like that no more. But honey, Donald Trump's gonna make it where if you fall underneath a certain tax bracket, honey, we all about to get $1,000 a month. And guess what? I'm here for it. I am totally here for it. I don't give a damn. And how does that make me think about Donald Trump moving forward with this darn on election? Honey, I'm going to tell the Democrats something. It ain't going to look too good for y'all. Because I'm going to even propose this. This darn gone coronavirus is mighty convenient because y'all was darn gone stressing enough that a president has never been a sitting incumbent president running for re-election has never lost an election during a time of where the economy was prospering. And so It's mighty convenient that out of the blue. I ain't trying to spark no conspiracies or nothing, but I'm just saying mighty convenient that this corona uh has the spread. And then before y'all say, well, Juan, this shit started in China, don't darn gonna start talking about government conspiracy, honey. Let's darn gonna just entertain this real quick. This president, unlike any other, like we've all had presidents where the country could not stand the person, but this is the first president in history where the entire world has had an issue with this motherfucker. So don't think it's beyond the reasonable belief that a certain darn gone pandemic could have been exacerbated by trying to crash up, because I predict that some people would go to the extremes to keep some people in line. They be willing to darn gonna kill some. Hell, they been trying to do population control to a certain extent anyways. And hell, y'all know, in America there's classism in addition to racism. So they feeling like, well, hell, we can kill off some enough darn on low income white people, and then we got to make it stick a little bit to make it seem like that this ain't orchestrated. So we're gonna throw in a few celebrities here and there. Now we know damn well that Tom Hanks and I think Chrissy Teigen also got the disease along with her husband. I don't know why I can't think of the husband's name. John Legend. Hell, John Legend's more relevant than her ass. Why in the hell I knew her name quicker than his? But anyways, they got the darn on Idris Elba. Like, we got the darn on put a few of them out there. I think Maria Shriver as well also done got it. So they got to give you just enough celebrities to make it seem like that this is affecting everybody. But we know damn well none of them high dollar motherfuckers is gonna be really succumb to the disease. So this is a way to really do a little bit of population control. Also, conveniently with Florida, you know how Florida gets down. Every election, there's always some bullshit. Now, I can't stand Bernie Sanders, but I'm trying to figure out, it's mighty convenient that you telling me Joe Biden got 60% of the motherfucking vote in a diverse state such as Florida. Now, come on, bitch. Really? How in the hell did that shit happen? Now, you telling me that Bernie Sanders managed to go toe-to-toe with him in other states where he was only down by when it came to states like North Carolina, South Carolina, like Bernie Sanders wasn't that far behind Biden. Like, he didn't win in no massive landslide. Now, I'm not for either one of the motherfuckers, but it's like we're going to give credit where credit's due. Bernie and his corrupted cult following is just as bad as true to him as Donald Trump followers are true to Donald Trump. So I'm trying to figure out how in the hell is we looking at Joe Biden already being the winner with 2% of the votes called in, with him having 60% of the vote. Like, really? Florida need to stop their bullshit. Florida really do. Y'all, it's like, why wasn't the darn polls postponed? It's like, y'all telling me that we're going to believe that a diverse darn state, especially with Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and people all supporting darn Bernie, that he only got 20% of the vote in Florida. Now, I understand that 70% of naturalized Hispanics tend to vote darn Republican, so the most conservative choice out the two would be Bernie. But, bitch, there's a lot of Haitians down in Florida. There's a lot of black people down in Florida, especially when you talking about Miami-Dade County. And speaking of Miami-Dade County, honey, they got their own issues going on with Andrew Gillum, honey. That's going to be a whole nother video for another day. But it's like, honey, they got time to vote. Honey, they still got time to vote. Especially if you were to postpone. But you telling me, even with the ones who have been inside the house, you telling me 60% went to Joe Biden? This is like 2000 all over again, where they darn gonna read the shit against Al Gore, honey. And darn gonna got Bush up in that motherfucker. I'm just saying. And like I said, darn gone Donald Trump was looking at they failed at the impeachment. Darn gone economy is doing good. Now all of a sudden the economy is doing the worst since the but then again, projections were showing that we was gonna have some sort of hit, but not with this darn gone pandemic, honey. Nobody didn't see this shit coming. And it's like mighty convenient out the blue. All during the midst of an election season. Where this motherfucker darn Donald Trump was about to darn get kicked out. But honey, now the devil has gave us a blessing. Now all of them are darn in that darn devilish category. But it's like we all know Donald Trump, and I can respect for Donald Trump for being the most honest with his shit. Another reason why I will now look forward to possibly keeping Donald Trump over Joe Biden. And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, that this y'all can say that is bribery or whatever. Honey, I call it darn unexpected archerism, and I'm going to take it. Honey, let me get a check for $1,000 in the mail. Honey, I'm going to be looking at Donald Trump in a different light. Now, that's not going to excuse his racism, his bigotry, him still keeping darn MIke Pence as the VP. Now, if Donald Trump really wanted to win me over, honey, let him get. I'm trying to see who could he get as a VP. It would be amazing if Donald Trump can cross the aisle. Like, we ain't seen that shit in a long time where we've had a VP of a complete opposite party of the president. Now, if you really want to be bipartisan, let's see you actually pick a darn Democratic darn VP. But then it's like, well, who will we darn because we know damn well Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, none of them ain't going to go for it. I don't even see Kamala Harris, no. Cory Booker, maybe. That's a strong maybe. I don't see it. Julian Castro, no. So I'm thinking, hell, if he was to entertain that, Marion Williamson, hell no. I don't think Marion Williamson ain't putting up with darn no. So who I would think maybe Andrew Yang. This could Yang game. Just listen to me out on this. I think darn Andrew Yang would possibly be a good darn VP to balance out darn Donald Trump, and that would win him over the edge because it's like, honey, if he was to get a darn Asian on his ticket, that would show some form of unity during this darn crisis to help offset the fact that he done called this darn shit the darn Chinese virus, which I didn't see necessarily a problem with it. Y'all called the Ebola the African virus because it originated from Africa. I don't know why we couldn't call the darn coronavirus the Chinese virus. But anyways, you could have darn got Andrew Yang on the ticket and darn adopt a little bit of his policies. Especially the UBI. Now I tell you, Donald Trump does that, honey, that'll be it. Even with all the bigotry and everything, he can still keep the trans military ban. Now he got the Now as far as darn all the other restrictions and stuff, the hospitals and stuff, he got to reverse that. But we all know, I done told y'all that was darn MIke Pence doing. Which is another reason why I would want him out of there, because I believe that if we get another VP other than MIke Pence, that those anti-homophobic and transphobic darn laws will get pushed out the window, because that was basically darn MIke Pence whispering in Trump's ear. Trump is just an equal opportunity darn bullshitter. Like, he just don't care how it is. He just moves strategically based off of the people around him and what can keep him up there. But Donald Trump, if you really want to be back in office, honey, get rid of that darn MIke Pence. Honey, darn do some strong negotiations with darn Andrew Yang and act somewhat darn moderate. Now, I don't expect for you to turn coat and change parties, honey, although you have had a history of doing that over the years. You done switched in and out of Democrat and Republican darn more times than I've done to switch shirts, which is daily. But it's like, matter of fact, you staying a Republican will show the ultimate bipartisanism. Honey, a darn Republican such as Donald Trump darn has a somewhat liberal like Andrew Yang as a VP, and then a Republican actually adopts a UBI as a long-term solution, I'm telling you that right there will win him the darn on re-election. Hell, that, and if he want to avoid black issues, and I once again don't shoot the messenger. I'm just saying we got to take it in consideration that this is Donald Trump. Honey, he can actually win the election easy without even darn gonna having to discuss black issues if he just does UBI alone. If he does UBI alone, honey, that would darn gonna win him at least enough for the black vote, economically speaking. Because I done told y'all UBI economically can set us better than actual reparations. Now, reparations is still old. Let me just say that. Reparations is still old. Reparations, we need to still push forward. But thinking strategically, just put myself in the camp of Donald Trump for a moment. I know that sounds weird, but I'm trying to be an equal opportunity commentator over here. I ain't trying to be too biased like the Young Turks nor Fox News. I try to keep it equal. But if Donald Trump wants to maintain his darn position of, he really don't got no position. Like I said, he's an out-of-the-box character. Who would be the best to, to tame that? And like I said, I can't see anybody establishment. Because like I said, who would be Cory Booker? No. Elizabeth Warren damn sure won't accept the job. Kamala Harris, she crooked, but she ain't that damn crooked. Amy Klobuchar, maybe. But honey, Amy Klobuchar is just plain Jane to a certain extent. Like, we don't need nobody plain to darn gon' tame something as wild as darn gon' Donald. Like, we need somebody who is truly unconventional in a uniquely different way, in a complementary different way to offset Donald. And I believe Andrew Yang would be that darn gon' person. And we already seeing the positive effects of what Andrew Yang has, trickle off onto Donald Trump. Because I already just talk with Andrew Yang, he's already proposed $1,000 a month temporarily for, people who have been displaced. As far as the college students who are having to leave campus, for us beauticians who are finding it hard, in employment right now, teachers who are laid off and all this, that, and the third, or the ones who are on restricted schedules working from the house. Because the ones at the campus, honey, they done switched to online. And they got those curriculums already put out in advance. So it's like, well, hell, what the teachers doing since she ain't there personally no more? I mean, it only takes but so much to darn gonna grade the papers. Hell, you do that electronically now. Y'all using Blackboard and shit. So it's like now the darn gonna teachers' hours are cut again, and they already darn gonna struggling to darn gonna try to fight for the $60,000 $60,000 annual minimum wage. So it's like, hell, if Donald Trump want to guarantee a re-election, and hell, if he darn gonna put Andrew Yang as his darn gonna VP, honey, that would be such a darn gonna shot that we might overlook the fact that he's an impeached ass president. Impeached orange president, oranger than his shirt. We might darn gonna temporarily overlook all that shit. I'm just saying. But what I know, one thing for certain, two things for sure, I would enjoy if we actually get them darn gone checks. Now I don't know if it's gonna be on I don't know if it's gonna be proportion to what people were making or not. If everybody's getting $1,000 or it's gonna be based off your income, I don't think they have time to even factor in people's income and shit. I think it's gonna be the same all the way around, whether you was making $60,000 a year or whether you was making only $6,000 a year. For some of y'all part-time fast food workers, trust me, that's not no dig. I'm in the same boat. So it's like, when it comes to part-time restaurant or, whether you was making $56,000 a year, I think as long as you weren't making over $100,000 a year, I think that's the cap for people to get the $1,000 a month assistance. As long as you're not single who made over $100,000 a year, etc. Now, some people was talking about, oh well, why can't we push that towards food stamps instead. Now, once again, I told y'all this president ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect, honey. Trust me, I've done made multiple videos about that. And yeah, Donald Trump's here comes the asshole to him. It's like, once again, if he pushed back the food stamps, the restrict, because I don't know why you still trying to go forward with the darn April 11th deadline when we're in the midst of a darn pandemic. It's like, and why leave it up to the states? It's like, make a federal mandate to push that shit back. Like, really? Why is you darn pushing the more restrictions during the time where people can't even come out the house, where there's a darn curfew? Like, come on now. So he has to get that under control too. But I don't believe that the stimulus should have gone towards food stamps, because common sense is you can only get food on food stamps. And in certain states, you can only get cold food. Now in North Carolina, surprisingly, I don't know how that works, but I think we still can get hot food to a certain extent, because they never really closed the ban on hot food. But I don't know about nationwide. But I know in North Carolina, I think there you can still temporarily get hot food, especially during times of crisis. But I don't know if that's nationwide. So it's like, yeah, for people who cannot really go to grocery stores like that, who are more closer to a restaurant that would accept, EBT, why limit it to food? And also, your toiletries and stuff. All that which you cannot get on food stamps. You cannot get your bleach and supplies and stuff like that on food stamps. Also, you cannot use your food stamps on Amazon. No, and none of them ain't thinking about that, because I seen one girl on the Young Turks talking about this, that it should have gone towards food stamps, and it's like, no, people are when we can't get stuff from the stores, we done went to 3 different stores and we can't get no darn on toilet papers and shit. We got to go to Amazon and eBay. They ain't about to accept your food stamp card number. Now, granted, if you got food stamps, what Amazon will do is they will give you Amazon Prime half off, but they're not about to darn allow you to darn charge it on your food stamp card. So yeah, that was darn dumb for her to darn suggest that all the money should have went to the food stamps. Like, that's why I say the Bernie darn coat is about just as corrupt as darn Donald Trump's coat, honey. But if Donald Trump wants to darn win people like me's good graces, honey, think about keeping this UBI in effect for at least a solid year, even if you don't want to do it in perpetuity. Because it's like, even after this 90 days, this has set so many people back, especially in small businesses. It's like that this UBI don't need to be temporary. It would behoove Donald Trump to think about extending that $4,500 cap to maybe $9,000 for single people, and so forth for the allotment for people who have children. He might need to go ahead and extend this out for the entire year, because you have people who, even after this pandemic airs down, it's like the NFL has already canceled the Super Bowl and all that, the NBA. And I know y'all saying, well, these people are multi-millionaires, but people ain't thinking about the hostess, the people who work with Ticketmaster. It's like all of them are suffered a hit. The people who clean the stadiums, who only make $12, $13 an hour, or even if they was making good money, it's like, hell, that now they ain't making no money. And it's like, even if this goes away in 2 to 3 months, this darn pandemic has affected certain jobs for the whole duration of the year. Now, darn businesses who was not expecting to darn take a hit like this, we're still affected for the entire year, even when the ban is lifted and we start to get back in business. We have now suffered a hit that takes at least a year for us to get back stable. So it's like Donald Trump needs to consult with his darn marketing people and darn think about extending this UBI throughout the entire 2020. They say they sending checks out within the next 2 weeks, and that there is limits right now towards 4,500. So I guess that's like, so during the final during the 5th month you only get a check for $500 instead of $1,000. I don't know how that's going to work, because if you're saying individuals are capped at $4,500, that's an oddball limit. I don't know why he didn't just do 5,000 then, because it's like $4,500. How is that going to work in interviewers of 1,000? It's like that would have a $500. It's going to be $500 on the final month, or is the first check going to be for $1,500 and then the subsequent checks going to be for 1,000? Like, how is that going to work? Like, is the first check going to be $1,500 and then 3 months of 1,000, or it's going to be 4 months of 1,000 and then 500? Like, I still need some explanation on how that's going to work. But if it's actually true, honey, I'm definitely here for it. Because like I said, honey, we all hurting over here. We stuck in the damn house. Have to darn gonna be forced to buy shit off of darn on Amazon. So if the president want to bestow us with some darn gone money during these times, honey, I would definitely appreciate it. And considering that he's not my, he's damn sure ain't my darn gone candidate of choice, compared to sadly who he's going up against. And once again, I told y'all this was coming. It happens every time without fail. 45 minutes into the video, it happens every time. Okay, and I'm back from blowing my nose. Like I said, it happens without fail every time I have to turn that fan on. But yeah, what are y'all thoughts about this? Like I said, if anything that could keep that darn orange motherfucker up in there, honey, it would be this. Because like I said, Joe Biden is so damn sad. Like, I've been trying my best. And this is another thing. I can't stand that there is nowhere to find the actual way to watch the debates. I'm not about to pay an extra $40 special to darn get it, because it's like, because then I have to upgrade $20 to keep on. With this darn essentials package that I have, I done sacrificed all my darn primary channels like ABC, NBC, and all that. But I get darn I don't get TNT, but I get Lifetime, VH1, Bravo, which with my regular package, I did not even qualify for Bravo. Its spectrum is so, topsy-turvy. But it's like I couldn't get the debates nowhere. It's like I've been searching so much for the debates, but from the little clip videos that I've been seeing on YouTube, honey, that debate was so dry between them two, Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden. I'm like, this is who we really have on the Democratic ticket. They go against darn on Donald Trump. But at least Bernie Sanders at least shows some promise. Y'all got this motherfucker over here who's clearly so, and then you got Karen Hunter show. Literally darn on justifying, even if Joe Biden looks like he's suffering from early onset dementia, we had a previous president who darn on did wonders up. Okay, but that president in question did not have the track record of darn on supporting the 1994 crime bill. That darn on president that you mentioned that suffered from Alzheimer's. Actually, not the best example, because I think he did support the crack cocaine epidemic. But it's like Joe Biden is still around and kicking, and it has done far worse, in my opinion. Because it's like this motherfucker's been around for the segregation era, the crack era, the crime bill era, and now the police brutality era. So it don't look good for darn on Joe Biden. And like I said, he don't remember what state he's in half the time. He darn gonna call the H1N1 the N1H1 on the motherfucker darn gonna debate against darn gonna Bernie Sanders. He looking all the. I'm like, hell no. Darn gonna Donald Trump will darn gonna read the fuck out of Joe Biden, and then his darn gonna stupid ass won't even remember to read 2 minutes later. So it's like, this is who y'all want to go up against with darn gonna Donald Trump. And it's like, as far as black people, we might as well call it the rap. Neither one of them give a damn about us. So it's like, now which one out of the three is going to at least darn on where we can hold on for 4 years and darn gonna make do? It's like, hell, we done already, just realized that neither one of these three ain't for us. So which one of these three are we willing to tolerate for 4 years in the midst of coming up with a new plan for 2024? Because 2020 is done. Y'all done a fail with the arguments and shit that y'all did with, you know, y'all, Yvette Carnell and Antonio Moore wanting to have a beef with Boyce Watkins and Tyreek Nasheed, and instead of all of them putting their differences aside for the betterment of black people, since they are the first line of representation that, you know, that these candidates would have looked towards to discuss black issues first, honey, we done failed that in 2020. And unfortunately, they didn't see my little channel. So it's like, any thoughts of reparations? I don't see it happening in 2020. We got to darn come up with another strategy to hit it with 2024. But we can still hold the senators and the House of Representatives accountable. But as far as the president, sadly, we got 3 choices, and all of them old, white, darn set in their ways type men. Old 70s darn decrepit darn men. We got darn Bernie, who thinks reparations is divisive. We got Joe Biden, who was pro-segregation. And then we got Donald Trump, who surprisingly would be, ironically, the one to really talk to, because he's just the one, like, he's the oddball. Like, you got the corrupted left that's liberal, you got the corrupted moderate, and then you got Donald Trump, who's just truly for himself. So if it's like, if we could propose a way where this could look good for Donald Trump, honey, he'll flip in a moment, because we seen how he flipped on the white people that got him in there. We seen that because he threw them under the bus with trying to darn take food stamp benefits effective of 8/11. So all them people in Kentucky that voted for his ass, Kentucky, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, honey, y'all about to be feeling the hurt in the next couple of weeks during the midst of this pandemic. Now, and then he said the gays, I don't understand how anybody in the LGBTQ community fell for that bullshit with Trump. And you see how what he did, especially the transgenders that got dishonorably discharged. Now, I don't believe you should be serving a country that don't believe for your rights any damn way. That goes not only for my trans sisters, but for my black people, period. But, you know, I digress. If you want to go in there and get some of that extra coin to darn, you know, get you in a higher status of living, you know, you take the good with the bad. I don't think you should have been dishonorably discharged for it. So it's like Donald Trump got to explain that shit. But once again, that was Mike Pence doing behind the scenes. Whispering and another reason why I said if Donald Trump was to get darn Andrew Yang as the VP, all that shit would change up. Honey, we would see Donald Trump in a whole new darn light. Once again, it won't negate all the bullshit that he said in the past, such as moving on people like the darn orange bitch that he is. It won't darn erase all that he's done, especially in the impeachable offenses, but it'll definitely minimize it. It will definitely help go a long way towards atonement and repentance, since he's supposed to be all this darn Christian and all this, that, and the third, that the evangelicals actually still supports his ass. It's mighty funny that they overlook all this darn shit with Donald Trump. But if you want the rest of us to overlook this shit, you can at least go by trying to correct your actions. And like I said, a good start would be with a good, strong VP that's not Mike Pence, honey. A darn a vice president that actually has a voice in public, because darn Mike Pence been doing a lot of talking behind the scenes, but honey, we ain't heard him say nothing yet in the darn forefront. He's the most quietest darn vice president in history when it comes to the forefront, because he's doing all his devilish work behind the scenes. Honey, we need to actually get him on out and put darn Andrew, because once again, I noticed darn Donald Trump, once again, he moves based off of the people around him. He moves in a way where it has to be because once again, he's very much narcissistic. And our strategy is people, poor, black, minority. If we come up with a good strategy where economically we can benefit Donald Trump, honey, he'll flip on darn them white people in a moment. And I believe, you know, I'm going to say that for another video. But right now, if he just sticks with this darn on disbursements of money, if he goes with this temporary UBI proposal, honey, that's enough for me to at least look his way. I know that's darn gonna shocking as fuck. But like I said, with Joe Biden, I might still leave that motherfucker blank. I don't know. Like y'all was telling me one vote, and I know some of y'all gonna be mad that I'm thinking of darn on Donald Trump as the potential option. But honey, to my darn on Democrats, honey, please tell me what is darn on Joe Biden promising. And this goes even beyond blackness. It's like I can't even tell you a Joe Biden promise that does decent for anybody. At least with Bernie Sanders, I can say, okay, raise the rate, even though that shit ain't going up to no $15. And I done told y'all why that shit's problematic. He should have went with a more conservative. He should have, said $12 an hour. I believe he could have got some Republicans to move a little bit on $12 an hour. But 15, I don't see 15 going through. He should have pushed that shit for $12, and then with the negotiation with the Republican Party, I believe that they would have settled for an immediate increase to $10 an hour, and then we could have possibly seen $12 an hour by 2028. And then sometime beyond that, then we could have got to 15. But we could at least got $10 an hour by the year 2022. 2021, 2022, I believe we could have got $10 an hour as quick as that if we would have, went with a more moderate number like $12 an hour in my humble opinion. But Joe Biden ain't in. I don't even think he even mentioned that. And then, I think he's against Medicare for all. He's talking about, still trying to fix up on Obama. Just toss his darn old dementia ass away. Just toss him away. And then Bernie, just his disrespect to black people, and he think his token Negroes, and Nina Turner, Killer Mike, and T.I. supposed to be the, motivating factor for me to vote for him. No. And like I said, but at least he looks somewhat promising, definitely more sane. As far as his demeanor, but his actions, like I said, at least give me the devil that darn on shows his honest corruption over the one who's trying to act compassionate, but is darn gone when it comes down to it. Oh no, it's divisive. Oh no, okay, I got your divisive. My vote's gonna be divisive. This is gonna be the most darn on divisive vote that I darn gonna put in for November, because I've always been a true independent at heart anyways. I see some good in some Republicans, but honey, it's going to be very... I never voted for a darn Republican president before. But that darn between Bernie and Biden, I'm telling you, Donald Trump might get... I might actually put the darn name down for them. I've been in a toss-up between whether I was just going to throw in a random candidate just so the machine won't automatically fill in the name for me, because y'all know how the corruption gets down in North Carolina. Florida ain't the only ones with the rigged machines. So I was just going to put either Marion Williamson's name or Yang's name down there just to fill the space up, even though they suspended their campaigns. But it's like, yeah, the way that this going, this might be the first time I vote for a Republican. But we'll see. But like I said, a lot to think about, y'all. But possibly a lot to look forward to as well. So y'all, what's y'all thoughts on this darn disbursement that we supposed to be getting? Like I said, this is a pleasant surprise from somebody very unlikely. Like I said, there's a lot of change in the water that I wasn't expecting. We got the darn top choice being darn segregationist Biden. We got darn Bernie still not wanting to darn entertain, listen to black. He could have changed this. He could have possibly darn changed the trajectory of the race if he would have entertained us black people. Hell, even if you don't fuck, hell, we know neither one of y'all really fuck with us. But it's like, bitch, you could at least darn gonna work with us to darn gonna get your ass up in there. Even if you don't really like us like that. Honey, I ain't asking to darn gonna be best friends with you like Nina Turner. I ain't trying to be a darn gonna brown nose. You got enough of those. I'm just saying, if you do right by us, we would have did right by you and would have got you up in that seat. But now you want to. Now, my thing is this. We need to go as far as darn gonna get him out the Senate as well if he's gonna be like this. Like when he loses darn on presidency, since he's been focusing so much on the presidency, I don't think he's been focusing so much on his. Matter of fact, let me see when Bernie Sanders is up for. He might be lucky. He might be lucky enough not to be up for election this year because y'all know they only run in 6-year cycles. So I don't know when he was, his last re-election was. Let me see. When is Bernie Sanders up for re-election in the Senate?
Here's a summary from Wikipedia. The 2018 United States Senate election in Vermont was held November 6, 2018, alongside a gubernatorial election
God
and
damn.
U.S. House election.
Damn, that motherfucker, dargo. That motherfucker ain't up until 20. Damn. But Bernie, we be looking out for your ass in 2024. Honey, don't think because that shit's 4 years from now that it would slip my mind. I was hoping that your term would either been up this year or in 2022, but since you just got back up in there in 2018, bitch, we be looking out for your ass come 2024. Don't think because it's 4 years from now that we gonna forget this bullshit. But yeah. As far as presidency, honey, Donald Trump might be winning the girl over yet. Like I said, it ain't no joyful jump for joy moment. But it's like, y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. I'm just gonna go ahead and watch my motherfucking love of hip hop and think about going outside this weekend. Y'all don't judge my brows. I don't do my own brows. Side note, I'm thinking about risking going out this weekend to a grand opening and get my brows done. I haven't had my brows done since beauty school. Granted that I do my own brows, but I don't do my brows as professionally as somebody who's more skilled in brows. Y'all know I'm good at wax and everything else, but I'm not as meticulous. And y'all would think I would be since I'm a Capricorn, but I just don't have it in me to really, perfect the art of brows. But I want to show y'all a picture of what I want my brows to look like, and then I'm going to end it on out of here. Let's see. I want my brows to, way too bright. Come on, what the hell? I done reset this darn on phone and want to cut up. Okay. I want my brows to go back like that. I mean, they look decent now, but I want them to be back like this. So, yeah. Hopefully, she'll be able to get my brows back looking like that. Support. She's a fellow black esthetician. Got her business started up. So, hell, somebody doing somewhat good now. She had some issues, though. I seen, unfortunately, that delayed her first launch. But, we're going to support our fellow black businesses, our fellow black beauticians. Hopefully she can go ahead and get a girl's brows back up. So when I'm back up and running, I can be looking my darn on best for the clients as well. So, yeah, that's that right there. But y'all leave y'all comments down below. What are y'all thoughts on us possibly getting this $1,000 a month for us single people? $500 additional for parents. If you got 5 children and it's you can look forward to receiving $4,500 a month. So y'all leave y'all thoughts down below. What are y'all thoughts on who we choosing for president? No judgment over here. If you team Bernie, if you team Biden, feel free to tell me why. Although I'm telling you, it's nothing that y'all can do to convince me to go for him either. Team Trump, go ahead and put y'all thoughts down below as well. Yang Gang, what are y'all thoughts on um Andrew Yang being the VP? Now that's really a major question that I want to know. I'm telling y'all, if Andrew Yang becomes the new VP, I'm telling you, Bernie or Biden wouldn't have a chance in hell. Wouldn't have a chance in hell. But y'all leave y'all thoughts down below, and I'll see y'all soon with more videos.